Welcome to Pianophonics, the result of my enthusiasm for teaching piano students of all levels and ages for over 40 years. I'm Carolyn Abernay from Phoenix, Arizona, where I've taught piano and operated a music school since 1974. My love for curriculum design and instructional technology has resulted in out-of-the-box teaching options beyond the method book, now updated and online. There are two levels of materials for students and two categories of students: prelude options for younger students, pre-K through grade 3, and overture options for over students and even adult learners, plus curriculum integration with 10 technical movements from Entrada Piano. Pianophonics has two products, one old and one new. Toolboxes are reproducible curriculum downloads for beginning students. Our latest and most exciting development are Boom learning cards, gamified online activities. Zoom with Boom for interactive fun, and stay tuned to learn how to receive a free Boom deck at the close of this presentation. We're going to check out our newest edition as well as some new perspectives in teaching music theory. Boom learning cards in the Pianophonics library are available for all platforms, including tablets. They're created by teachers and used by educators, parents, and students worldwide, available in 6 languages. Boom cards are sets of interactive digital learning cards focusing on single concepts. These cards are not only self-grading, but offer immediate feedback. Teachers can pick and choose sets based on what topics need reinforcing. Several sets can be bundled for special pricing. These interactive cards can be used in lessons, labs, or home assignments. The teacher simply purchases the license and students use the cards for free. The Boom library has 3 levels of difficulty. For the younger set, prelude activities with Ziggy and Mousy. And for the older students, 2 options: fundamentals for beginning students and foundations for intermediate students. Ziggy and Mousy will introduce us to our prelude keyboard geography bundle that contains 6 decks. You can purchase individual decks or a bundle. Let's take a trip to the Boom store at boomlearning.com to locate the Pianophonics library and learn how to navigate. When we arrive at the Boom store, we click on the icon at the top. We go down to the right and click on Authors. To the left is a search field where we type in Pianophonics, and we click on My Image, and you're in the Pianophonics section. To the left is our organization by Prelude and Overture. We're going to check out Prelude bundles and find Mousy and Ziggy in the Keyboard Geography bundle. This page gives a description of what's in the bundle as well as links to the decks in any bundle. We're going to look at the 5 C's. The image at the top will give us how many cards are in any deck. We have 20, and the appropriate grade level. Grades pre-K, 1, 2, 3. We look at the full-size preview to explore the first 4 cards of any deck. Click Mousy to check your answer and move to a next card. This is the navigation page, which offers instructions for play. We're in the process of creating audio instructions for our non-readers. Some decks have a free PDF download. Mousy has brought us to the 5 keyboard C's. This illustrates which C's are available in the Pianophonics curriculum. We drag Ziggy to the correct note, middle C, with our finger or a mouse. We check the answer with Mousy. If we drag Ziggy to anything but bass C, we get immediate feedback when he flies back to his box. He's not happy. He sticks like glue on the correct note. When an entire deck is completed, a score will appear at the end. Let's return to our presentation and check out Overture Boom decks for older students with beginning fundamentals and intermediate foundations. We're going to check out fundamentals for our beginning theory students, where we have 6 categories of theory topics, including directional reading, guide notes, enharmonics, and pentascales and triads with major and minor bundles. Pentascales are definitely a logical place for beginning piano instruction. The piano comes with half steps and whole steps, and students come with 5 fingers. And within those 5 fingers and notes are triads. This is best illustrated on a theory triangle. The base of our triangle is the pentascale position, the home of the triad. This theory triangle illustrates all the fundamental theory concepts that Pianophonics Boom Library supports with interactive self-checking activities. What can be taught within this structure of 5 notes and 5 fingers? Let me introduce 5-finger position theory for students of all ages from the beginning. The tonic is the first note, and the dominant is the 5th note on the keyboard and also in a pentascale hand. I suggest that theory can be taught before reading skills are in place. Boom Learning Cards offers 3 formats for all levels of students. On the keyboard with keyboard geography, dragging letters to the keyboard. Using the alphabet with alphabet theory, spelling with letters, as well as traditional notation for those who read. Let's investigate some boom decks that contain theory activities to support 5-finger position theory. Tonic and dominant tones create a circle of fifths. These 2 tones are very visible on a circle without key signatures. A perfect introduction to the primary structure in music theory when students know their pentascales. We're going to drag a letter to this circle of fifths without key signatures. A G is a fifth above a C, a D is a fifth above a G, etc. These 2 tones are the foundation for the tonic and dominant tetrachords. And you ask, what is a tetrachord? Let's go to Boom, not Google, to find out. A tetrachord is the first 4 notes of a major pentascale. Tonic, whole, whole, half. We're going to drag and drop the correct letter. This is the example of the before notation activity with keyboard geography. As you see, immediate feedback. Keyboard spelling. Understanding basic concepts is not dependent on reading all the time. We also have tetrachord decks with notation. Overlapping tetrachords create major scales, as our boom deck illustrates with tetrachord chains. Notice the green chain at the top. The tonic C tetrachord overlapping with the dominant G tetrachord creates a major scale on C. The yellow tetrachord, the G becomes the tonic tetrachord, overlapping with the D dominant tetrachord to create a G scale. And with a G scale, we have produced an F sharp. These overlapping tetrachords on the scale show the order of sharps evolution. Pianophonics offers 8 progressive boom decks for drilling the order of sharps and flats. Deck 1 with shadow accidentals, and ending with deck 4 and no help. Overlapping tetrachords on the circle not only show the origin of scales, but also key signatures. Let's move into intermediate foundations to complete the remaining elements in the theory triangle with 3 bundles of elements and concepts. Bundle 1 contains the circle of fifths and order of sharps and flats. Tetrachords as thirds are in Bundle 2, and Bundle 3 we have major scale construction with overlapping tonic and dominant tetrachords. The building blocks and elements and concepts provide activities to reinforce theoretical understanding in intermediate foundations. We'll say goodbye to our theory triangle. We're now prepared for key signatures, scales, and modes and chords. Let's take a look at scales and modes in the library. These decks are grouped by key. The C deck is a teaching deck for the construction of 5 scales. These 5 scales, natural minor, harmonic minor, mixolydian, Dorian, and melodic minor, are all alterations from those major scales that we learned with tetrachords. A help card is always available for any scale by clicking on the question mark icon with a reference chart for those scales that we're going to build. The yellow emoji is a skip card feature or the frustrated student feature, and the final score will always reflect a skipping a card. Let's say farewell to Boom and welcome toolboxes. Toolboxes are designed for beginning piano instruction with reproducible downloads, supplemental materials for beginners of all ages. please take time to visit the Pianophonics website. A toolbox video will introduce you to the piano wheel in our 16 digital downloads for ages 4 to 94. Enhance your beginning piano instruction with supplemental materials and 4 skill sets common to all method books. These materials are integrated with Entrada piano technique. Food for thought in thinking about how you teach what you teach. I hope you've enjoyed Pianophonics online and in-studio options today, beyond the method book, with Boom Learning Cards. And feel free to investigate toolboxes at pianophonics.com. Oh yes, that freebie. Don't forget to email info@pianophonics.com to receive a link for your free Boom Deck. 3 closing remarks. We'll have a virtual exhibit at NCKP in July. Our plans are to create Boom video tutorials on the Pianophonics YouTube channel, and we hope to host online Zoom with Boom events. Let us know if you're interested when you claim your free Boom Deck, and be sure to click on your conference book link to explore select Boom Decks in their entirety for the next 14 days. Thank you for joining us today with our new perspectives and products. Have fun toolboxing and booming.